So far, we have seen 392 names of Devi. Feel free to add your valuable comments on YouTube. It is also requested that please help these videos to reach more people. Today, let us look at names from 393 to 423. 86th verse.
प्रभावती प्रभारूपा प्रसिद्धा परमेश्वरी मूलप्रकृतिरव्यक्ता व्यक्ताव्यक्तस्वरूपिणी.
Prabhavati. This name describes the goddess as having great brightness. It is said that the rays emanating from the divine body of the goddess worship the goddess as siddhis like Anima and Mahima. Prabharupa. This means that the goddess is in the form of light. Prasiddha. The meaning of this name is having superior siddhis. Devi is known by everyone and therefore famous. Parameshwari. Devi can be described by this name as best Ishwari, consort of Parameshwaran, etc. Devi is Pattamaharshi of Sree Rajarajeshwaran. Moolaprakritiravvyakta. Moolaprakritiravvyakta should be split and understood as two words, Moolaprakriti and Avyakta. Moolaprakriti. This name describes the goddess as the mother of creation, the form of Kundalini, the form of Brahmasurupini, and the originator of Sri Vidya Mantra, etc. Avyakta. Devi is unclear. It should be considered that even after describing so much, the whole form of the goddess is not clear. In the name Para, Devi was said to be the emanation of the Karana Bindu. That itself is said to be ambiguous. Vyaktavyakta Surupini. This name should be also split and understood in three words, Vyakta, Avyakta and Surupini. Should be Vyaktavyakta Surupini. That is, this name describes the goddess as visible, that is Pratyaksha, and obscure, that is Apratyaksha. Tangible, that is Vyakta. Objects are those that can be perceived by the senses. That which is devoid of sense experience is indistinct, that is Avyakta. A banyan tree is clear, and the subtle principle of the banyan tree within the seed is obscure. Creation, that is Srishti, is clear, and the ego arising from Srishti is obscure. Thus, Devi is clear and indistinct. 87th verse.
व्यापिनी विविधाकारा विद्या विद्यास्वरूपिणी महाकामेशनयन कुमुदाह्लादकौमुदी.
Vyapini. Devi is described as all-pervading. This is the 400th name in the Lalitha Sahasra Namam. The 4th Shatakam is over. Vividhakara. This name describes the goddess as multifaceted. Since Devi is the same in all immovable, movable, gods, humans, insects, stone, soil, plants and trees, we can see that Devi exists in various forms. Vidya Vidya Surupini. This name should also be understood and recited as Vidya Avidya Surupini. This name means that the goddess is one who has the form of knowledge and ignorance. Devi Bhagavatam also says that Vidya and Avidya are two forms of Devi. It is said that man is freed by knowledge and man is trapped in the bondage by ignorance. Mahakamesha Nayana Kumudahlada Kaumudi. Kumuda means red lotus flower. It is also ambal flower, that is water lily. Mahakameshan means Parameshwaran. Kumudam means Chandrika in the month of Kartika. Then, by this name, Devi is described as Chandrika, who brings joy, that is pleasure, to Mahadev's ambal-like eyes. 88th verse.
भक्तहार्दतमोभेद भानुमत् भानुसन्ददि शिवदूती शिवाराध्या शिवमूर्ति शिवङ्करी.
Bhaktaharda Tamobheda Bhanumad Bhanusandadi. Here it is described that As the sun dispels darkness, that is tamas, with its rays, the goddess is like a ray of sun which removes the darkness of ignorance in the mind of, that is, heart of her devotees. Shivaduti, this name means Devi who has made Shiva a messenger. In the 8th chapter of Devi Mahatmya, it is described that before the arrival of the demon Raktabijan, Chandika Shakti arose and sent Shiva as a messenger to the demon Sumpha. It was Shiva who told about the mission. The goddess is called Shivaduti because she sent that Shiva himself as a messenger. Shivaarathya, this name describes the goddess as worthy of being worshipped by Lord Shiva. It is not wrong to say that Shiva is worshipped by the goddess. In the Jambukeshwara temple, the goddess is seen worshipping Lord Shiva. Shivamurti Shivangari. This name should be understood as Shivamurti and Shivangari. Shivamurti means Shiva, Mangalarupini, etc. We have already understood that Rudran, that is Shiva, and Devi are not different. If we take the meaning of Shiva as Mangala Surupini and Murti as shape, then we can understand that Shivamurti is Mangala Surupini. Shivangari, the goddess is described by this name as the worshipper of Shiva and the giver of auspiciousness. If it is taken as Shivam and Karoti, it can also be said that Devi is one who transforms the worshipper into Shiva. Shivangari means one who gives auspiciousness and happiness. 89th verse.
Shivapriya Shivapara Shishteshta Shishta Pujita Aprameya Swapragasha Mano Vacha Magochara.
Shivapriya. This name means she who is dear to Shiva, Shiva who is dear to Devi, etc. Shivapara. This name describes the goddess as one who is very interested in Shiva, superior to Shiva, and who makes Shiva visible to her devotees, etc. It is said that Devi takes greatest pleasure in listening to Shiva's stories. If interpreted as Shivasya Para, this name can also mean Devi to be superior to Shiva. Shishteshta. It can be seen that the meaning of this name is one who loves Shishtas, that is Shreshtas, and is worshipped by Shishta Karmas, that is Shreshta Karmas. The deeds prescribed by the Shastras are very dear to the goddess. It is said that the goddess should be worshipped according to the Varnashramas and not just with flowers. Shishta Pujita. This name means Devi who is worshipped by the Shishtas. Aprameya. The goddess is described in this name as one who cannot be known as like this or as this much, who can only be known by Brahma and Vishnu, and who has sprung from the ocean, etc. It is said that it is not possible to see the whole of Devi in person, and even if she appears in meditation during Upasana, she can be seen like a flash of lightning. So, it is not possible to know how big the goddess is. Swapragasha. The meaning of this name is self-luminous, that is Jyotis, and one who appears as much like water. It is said that Devi shines not by depending on another light source, but by her own Chaitanya. It can also be seen that all the lights are part of the light of the goddess. If we take Su to mean very much, and up to water, and Pragasha to be revealed, it means very much visible as water. Mano Vachama Gochara. Here the goddess is described as non-Gochara, that is not known through senses, unapproachable to minds and words. It means Devi is beyond thought. The 90th verse.
Chichaktischedana Rupa Jadashaktir Jadatmika Gayatri Vyahriti Santhya Dvijavrinda Nishevita.
Chichaktischedana Rupa. This name should be understood as Chichakti and Chedana Rupa. Chit Shakti, when Chit and Shakti combine, it becomes Chit Shakti. It refers to the Shakti, that is Devi Shakti, in all things. Chetana Rupa. Devi is described as Chaitanya Rupi in this name. In other words, the essence is that Devi is the spiritual form of power in all beings. Jadashaktir Jadatmika. This name should also be understood as two words, Jadashakti and Jadatmika. Jadashakti. This name means she who is the Shakti of the lifeless body, she who is in the form of Shakti in lifeless bodies. Jadam is an object without even a trace of Chetana, that is consciousness or Jivan. Jadashakti is said to be the evolution of Maya, which is used for the creation of the universe. Jadalmika. Here, Jada should be taken to mean visible. Devi is described by this name as in the form of this universe, who is the object of vision. Gayatri. This name means one who saves those who recite the Gayatri Mantra, one who is the Gayatri Chandas, one who is the goddess of Gayatri Mantra, the mother of Vedas, etc. Considering that all the four Vedas originated from Gayatri, Devi can be called the mother of Vedas. Since Lalitambika is not different from Gayatri, because Gayatri is the goddess herself, the name comes as Gayatri. Vyahridis Sandhya. This name should be understood as Vyahridi and Sandhya. Vyahridi. This name means that one which came when Vyaharanam was performed and also is an utterance of a mantra. The goddess is called Vyahridi as the goddess appears when she is worshipped with the Vyaharana mantra. A, U, M, that is Om, Maha, Tapa, Jana and Satya are called Vyahridis. Devi became Vyahridi because the goddess appeared when she was worshipped by Vyahridi. Santhya. Sree Lalithaa Tripura Sundari is said to be Santhya Devi. The meaning of the name Santhya is one who is being meditated in the evening, the Manasaputri, that is mind-born daughter of Brahma, a girl who is only 1 year old, etc. The goddess Santhya is the Brahma Shakti, which becomes visible at the time when day and night meet. This happens at dawn and dusk. It is said that this Shakti makes visible, sustains, and conceals the universe. The goddess is called Santhya because she appears at dusk. It is said that the goddess should be meditated upon with respect, that is Shraddha, during the evening. It is said in the Kali Purana that Devi became Santhya because she was born from Brahma and was born when Brahma was meditating. Dvija Vrinda Nishevida. Those who have two births are called Dvijas. Until a baby boy comes out of his mother's womb, it is called the first birth. Later, when he does Upanayanam to embrace the power of mantras and receive the Brahma-Vadesha, he is said to be the second birth. Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas can be called as Dvijas. However, Dvijas here mean those who study the Vedas and live according to its precepts. As they worship goddess Santhya properly, Devi is described by this name as one who is worshipped in the form of Santhya by the Dvija communities. With this, 423 names and 90 verses are completed. Now let us recite today's 5 verses.
प्रभावती प्रभारूपा प्रसिद्धा परमेश्वरी मूलप्रकृतिरव्यक्ता व्यक्ता व्यक्तस्वरूपिणी व्यापिनी विविधाकारा विद्या विद्यास्वरूपिणी महाकामेशनयन कुमुदाह्लादकौमुदी भक्तहार्दतमोभेद भानुमत् भानुसन्ददि शिवदूती शिवाराध्या शिवमूर्ति शिवङ्करी शिवप्रिया शिवपरा शिष्टेष्टा शिष्टपूजिता अप्रमेया स्वप्रकाशा मनोवाचामगोचरा चिच्छक्तिश्चेतनारूपा जडशक्तिर्जडात्मिका गायत्री व्याहृति सन्ध्या द्विजवृन्दनिषेविता.
Let us learn more names of Devi in the next video.